What's up, you guys? Back on another video. It's your boy PJ21. I just want to say welcome back to my channel. And how you guys doing? And also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Be posting shit to all social media platforms, and also don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. All right. Um, yeah. All right. So we're back with another video. This time, this is the Piers Morgan channel, and he's doing an interview with Kanye West slash Ye with Sneako as well. All right. This title of the video is called "Coward" in parentheses. Kanye West slash Ye walks out on Piers Morgan interview with Sneako. All right. So let's check it out.
2 years ago, I interviewed Kanye Ye West on Uncensored after he'd made global headlines for anti-Semitic outbursts. Most outrageously, he tweeted that he wanted to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. It was a heated interview. It was a long interview. I held him to account. I told him his remarks were offensive. He caused many people a lot of pain. And he gave me some back, of course. He called me a Karen. Fair enough, I can take it. At least we had a mostly grown-up conversation. These constant tirades against Jewish people.
I thought the guy version of Karen was like Bob or something. But him going DEFCON 3 like on like Jewish people like is giving like vibes of like Black Hitler in a way. Like you want death on like all Jewish people? It's crazy.
Have you felt my pain yet? You haven't felt my pain. You don't want to feel my pain.
Well, no,
you don't hold You don't hold accountability to my pain. You're being a Karen.
Do you believe that you have any form of mental illness?
I believe that I suffered from exhaustion. I believe that I suffered from exhaustion. I suffered from being lied to constantly by the people around me, by my management, by my ex-wife.
Do you still love Kim?
I absolutely love. I'll love her for life.
That interview lasted 2 hours in the end. We covered a lot of ground. There were moments of tension and moments, I think, of mutual understanding. Yeah, he got up and walked off at one point, but he had to think about what he wanted to say, and then he came back and he said it.
And we'll have the top lawyers like a Johnny Cochran, Robert Kardashian level legal team, looking at all of these contracts together. After that moment happens, then I will say, I'm sorry.
Okay, if that's your position,
that's clear. Interview adjourned. Love you.
Yeah, thanks for sitting back down. I'll change the subject now. Obviously, I have no idea what's going on.
Wait, so he closed the interview, and then they were like, "Yo, yeah, you're not done. Like this, go back to your chair and go talk to this. Go talk to this white man. Like seriously, like I feel like ever since because I'm not really a big like Kanye West fan. Like I listened to like some of his music, some of his classics, and like he knows his lyrics and whatnot. But like what's going like through his personal lifestyle, between Kim, between when he basically was on Donald Trump's side, when Donald Trump went against like Barack Obama, and like he was really on his side, and like representing the MAGA hat and whatnot. And then I guess Michelle Obama had a conversation with him, and then like he changed his ways, and then like he was also like crying in front of her as well. It's just like a lot of things go on like mentally with Kanye. Like besides being a musical like artist, and like a legendary one as well, it's just like that could really like make your mind like go crazy. Like you just have to like multitask with being an artist, having a lifestyle with like a family lifestyle with like Kim, your kids, news update about Kim, and then what she's doing on her personal lifestyle. And like you try to talk to her, but you already know how Kardashians are. Like they're the Kardashians. I can't. They can replace you just like that. Like, but yeah, like it's just that like a lot of things go on. Like you might think these celebrities have it all. Like they have it like checked in all places, but they don't.
This guy's head, and he's unquestionably a genius artist with a global fan base and massive talent. He's lived most of his life under the microscope of intense fame, and that pressure alone can make people behave very oddly. Back then, I was trying to understand if Ye had any regret or remorse for what could have been a relatively isolated incident or some kind of episode. I wanted to know if he understood there are consequences for his words and whether he was genuinely a racist. Well, we now know it's just the tip of the iceberg. As far as the watching public is concerned, Ye has spiraled in both his personal life and his business life. Most recently, he's taken to posting endless, outrageous anti-Semitic slurs on X. He frequently professes his great love for Adolf Hitler. He poses in swastikas and KKK costumes. He says things like Jews were better as slaves and they should be whipped. We all know this because X has allowed him to carry on.
I remember like seeing this on Instagram when he had the interview with some academics. Uh, Look, y'all gonna have the same facial expression that I have on my face right now. Like, how are you gonna come up to an interview, right? And like just normal come my bad, yo. Just come and come with a whole like get up like that. Like that gotta be the most disrespectful like get up that you've made in your lifestyle, because he has made different get ups. Like he disrespected his recent girlfriend or wife, Bianca her name is. Basically I think it was the VMAs, or it was a award show. I remember where basically she went nude, like not the color nude, like she went nude for her getup. Like that's what Kanye like chose for her getup, like for her outfit was just to go nude, and then he wear like something black type fashion and whatnot. But I don't know if he's doing this like on purpose, like for entertainment, because that's what like Orlando Brown did. That's what like I was seeing like throughout like all social media. Like Orlando Brown was really like just putting on like a front, like that wasn't really him, and like he was just like pretending. And then you see him normal with a whole girlfriend and a kid, and he was just doing all just to support his family. Like that's what you gotta do. Like you gotta put like a whole different like disguise just so you could keep like the money flowing, like in this celebrity lifestyle. Because if you don't, people don't like basic you. Like they think that's boring. They want something out of the ordinary and whatnot. But like that get up like is really disrespectful. Like you're basically bringing back the time the old times, and you say like I said during the beginning of this video that he's basically like said that statement on all Jewish people like that need to be like get rid of, like, or whipped in his case. He's a black Hitler, like seriously.
Doing it to his 33 million followers. I've argued for a long time his account should be shut down. It should be stopped. That's my opinion. I believe passionately in free speech and I detest censorship because I believe in the importance of sharing honestly held opinions in a democracy. But posting endless, vile, anti Semitic insults, encouraging violence against Jewish people in these unhinged tirades on a privately owned platform has got nothing to do with free speech. I invited him back onto Uncensored because, at least on my show, I can call him out for what he's been doing and put myself in between the 32, 33 million followers who see his posts without any challenge whatsoever. Our producer spotted that he was in Spain with his friend Sneako, and we invited both of them on for an interview. They very quickly agreed, and Sneako spent several days talking about it, but they mucked us around, a significant expense, both in time and money, to me, my crew in Spain, and my team here in London. More importantly, he didn't turn up yesterday and said wanted to do it today. So it seemed to me then it might all just be a stunt. But I went ahead and said, okay, we'll have another go today. Ye told Sneako not to be offended if he stormed off very shortly before today's interview started. You can judge for yourself how it went and whether Ye has any respect or, frankly, any marbles. I'm not a shrink. But if you're so delusional or fragile you don't expect a journalist to ask you questions about your publicly stated love of Hitler, you should probably talk to somebody other than me. What followed, frankly, was a farce.
I'm getting you multi-tracks right now. I'm about to step in this interview, but I can hop back on in about whenever it's done. That nuance right there, it's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
What are you talking about?
We have to admit this is somewhat entertaining. You know, this is going to be laughed at by many people.
What's entertaining?
That was funny.
Ye West.
I can't, like, seriously, like, him leaving is giving me childlike vibes. Like, he being childish. Like, it's also giving that, like, he just wants, like, for him to speak and nobody else to speak. Like, he feels like he's some sort of like God. Because, like, I remember when I heard that he made his own day called Ye Day, and I think whoever has that power, like, I've never seen like no other music artist, like, besides, let me see, who can make up like, I think it's somebody more higher up, like, than just like a musical like artist that could like make a holiday for themselves. But it's just that he sees himself as a god, and like he's the only one that speaks. And if somebody like trash talks him or like just disagrees, then like he's just gonna like go away. Instead of like just talking about it, like just sitting down and like basically having a clean debate instead of like just storming off. But like that's what kids do. Like kids storm off like when they don't want to be heard or what they don't like agree with at the same time.
It's rarely out of the headlines at the moment. It's fair to say the headlines are equally rarely positive. The rapper, producer, and fashion designer is currently working on a new album. Several new tracks were previewed on a recent live stream with his friend Sneako, and both Sneako and Ye join me now. Well, welcome to Uncensored. Ye, we haven't spoken for a while. How are you?
I'm doing good. I don't use the term West, you know, the whole drop the slave name idea.
Okay, so we just call you Ye, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, look, when I last interviewed, we had a long conversation. And since then, a lot has happened in your life. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to try and talk to you about some of this. How would you say your life is at the moment?
I mean, you see that view?
Yeah. Your life is good?
Well, judge it on the view as the answer to how my life is. Judge me by the view.
Well, the view is Mallorca. I've been there. It's a beautiful place. And for all intents and purposes, you seem very relaxed.
I'm sorry, Piers, but I don't think he's asking about you, Ye, as a person, like where you're at, where you're like. I don't know if that's one of your vacation homes or whatnot, but I don't think he's asking like where you're at, like specifically. He's asking like personally, like, are you good? Like, how's your life? Like, how are you holding up? Like, is everything okay? Like, that's what he's asking, like on a deep level. He's not asking like Where did you go? How's the scenery? Like he wants to know about you, all right? Not the scenery. And then like Sneako, it's just all jokes with him. Like says this is all entertainment, good entertainment.
And happy. That is in direct contrast to your public image at the moment over the last couple of years, led by your ferocious. Well, hang on, let me finish the question. Led by your ferocious use
No,
of.
but I already disagree. It's not in contrast. There's so many people and artists that are championing the idea of someone being able to just express who they really are and have been able to go through the war of being attacked by the banks, being attacked, by the banks. That's the best way to put it. Being attacked by the banks and to still be here with this view is, that's the win. So I think I'm in contrast to your contrast.
Okay, but the point I was going to make is that I watch what you put out on X. You've got 32 million followers, so you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look right now. You're not gonna take inches off my dick, bro. Like, how many followers do I have?
Well, how many is it?
I think you could do the study. You got a whole staff over there.
I thought it was 32 million. How many is it? You obviously know.
Don't help them out. They.
I'm told it's 33 million now. So congratulations. You're slightly bigger following than I thought.
No, congratulations. Your information is correct. You're not just some, dude trying to sub. I'm a gift, bro. You know what I mean? Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? You take somebody that's living like a Lennon, a Michael Jackson, and you just take all this time to just like that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
With respect, what are you talking about? I haven't said anything.
What are you talking about? It's 30. Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
You said it. You implied I haven't played your music. Of course I played your music.
No, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay. Where's he gone, Sneako?
That's it for Ye. But it's nice to meet you, Piers.
Where's he gone?
I think he's going back to work. There's several things he's working on. I was not aware he was going to leave like this, but it seems like he got upset about the...
So it's all just a game, is it? Is that the idea?
Followers. I mean, life is a video game, is it?
No, I just wonder what the point of this exercise was. Was he supposed to do an interview or not?
Are you supposed to do an interview? But I mean, the amount of Twitter followers, something like that, it's patronizing for no reason. You said his name incorrectly. His name is Ye. This is very public about that. Hopefully we could do it. I think this was good. We were prepared for a good interview.
Oh man. I understand that, like, because even in my case, sometimes like I will like want people to say like PJ or my Instagram name or like just say like my name in a different way, but who's only gonna say like two letters in somebody's name? Like he's just trying to be professional. He's just trying to like say the artist's name like formal to that person and like not like get a disagreement or not get like an argument in that. So I don't think Piers Morgan knew that he likes Ye instead of like his full name. But also it's giving that like I don't know why I say it's giving. But it is that like he feels like everybody's out to get him in a way. Like because Piers Morgan is just trying to do a regular, normal like interview. Like he's not trying to expose Ye. It don't feel right coming out of my mouth, but yeah, it don't. he's basically not trying to expose Kanye West. Like he's just trying to have a simple um one-on-one conversation with Ye, and he doesn't have to answer some of the questions if he doesn't want to. Like, but him walking off is not professional at all.
But come on, you know what you were doing.
What do you think I'm doing?
I think you were trying to patronize very intentionally by getting those two things, under his skin. Maybe it could have been about past interviews or because of what happened yesterday. But, I mean, this information is not that difficult to get right.
Yeah, we called him Ye, and we got his Twitter following count wrong by 1 million, from 32 to 33 million. Also, for the record, you guys dicked us around yesterday, and you seem to find that very entertaining and amusing in your live stream, which I'm sure you will now. You kept all my crew in Spain and here waiting, and then wasted their time. And then you got us all back now, and you've wasted our time again. And you again may find that funny and entertaining, and that's fine. I don't. I think it's a total waste of everyone's time and effort and money.
Well, I mean, it is. I was ready for the interview yesterday, too. My time is important as well, regardless if it was wasted. We have to admit this is somewhat entertaining. This is going to be laughed at by many people.
What's entertaining?
That was funny. That's undeniably walking off right into the beginning of an interview is funny.
Yeah? Out of interest,
you were subjective.
Out of interest, what do you do with him?
I'm working on several films right now. I am streaming out here. I'm editing, and I work on things behind the scenes, some inspiration for art. I'm just there to try to help fulfill his vision.
Well, let me ask you the questions I would have asked him. So, I mean, out of interest, what is with his obsession with Hitler? Why is he so rampantly anti-Semitic?
I'm not going to answer questions on his behalf.
Well, you're going to have to because he's not there.
Questions on his behalf.
He's not there.
What's that?
He's not there. Literally, he's dropping a track today called Heil Hitler. Why are you happy to be associated with somebody like that, out of interest?
I'm not going to speak on his art and his vision.
I'm asking you why you're happy to be associated with somebody who most of the world believes is now a rampant anti-Semite.
Well, you're associated as well. Your show's called Piers Morgan Uncensored. Yeah. You tried to get him censored on X. And here you are on the days we're going to release the song doing an interview with him. So we're all involved here. It's not like I'm the only one complicit.
Yeah, the reason I wanted to get him on was because I don't think anyone holds him to account for anything he does on X. And in fact, he deliberately breaches all of X's rules, and yet he does it with impunity and is allowed to do it, whereas millions of other accounts get suspended for far less offences. So I was going to ask him directly, which is why I mentioned his X following. I was going to ask him about what he puts on X and why he does this, why he continually attacks Jewish people, why he continually celebrates Adolf Hitler. And then I'm curious about, given he's not there, can't answer these questions, what your association is with this guy and whether you're comfortable to be associated with somebody who most people consider to be an anti-Semite.
I think I just answered.
I think, look, he might just be I feel like the reason why he has so many followers, he could be having a deal with Elon Musk in a way, and where basically paying him off. There could be a deal that's low key. And also it's giving the same issue between Lil Nas X. But Lil Nas X, he just started a couple years back. Kanye West been here for over a decade. Lil Nas X, he's still new. But he made one viral song, and then the other ones, they were still a hit here and there, but they weren't really there. And he's still a rookie at the end of the day. So Kanye West, everybody likes him. People gonna I'm not gonna say pass by the mental issues that he got. but they're gonna still like understand and forgive him and still listen to his music. I don't know about listening to that album, cause but then again, like people might listen to it and then just feel like that's like hatred towards Jewish people, not to them because they're not Jewish. Not everybody's Jewish. So you also see that in a different aspect. So if those people really do like still go ahead and listen to Ye or Kanye West's like new album called Hell Hitler or whatever, um that's on their terms. That's their character, but I feel like they're being a hypocrite because you would go after Lil Nas X that did demonic songs and demonic like music videos, but at the same time they're both music artists. They're both doing songs and videos. Um, what makes him better than the other one? Like, even though the only difference is that one's been there longer than the other one, but that's it. They're still both musical artists.
This question, and these are good questions. I think I just answered half.
We
of
haven't
that
answered
one.
the question, though, have you?
But I mean, if I did, you said, "What are you doing out here?" And I said, "I'm doing films and I'm recording behind the scenes and I'm streaming and I'm editing and helping fulfill his
Have
vision."
you been helping him with the track Heil Hitler?
No, I don't. I'm not a music guy. And if you wanted to get questions about his Twitter or X correct, then you should have got the number of followers correct. That was something intentional that you knew what you were doing.
So I got
if you
the
know
size of his
everything
dick
about
wrong.
what he's
Is
tweeting,
that what you say?
well, if you know everything else that he's tweeting, you should have got that right as well.
Oh, don't be so pathetic, Sneako. Honestly, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get good content which will promote you, Sneako. And I'm just curious how you, Sneako, deal with the fact that you are so openly associating yourself
You
now
asked that question
with
a few
somebody
times,
who
and I
seems
mean, I
to
can ask you the same
worship
thing.
Adolf Hitler and is pro the Nazis. Do you feel comfortable about that?
No, we worship God. There's a
No, he worships Adolf
that
Hitler.
I'm here promoting this. We could talk about how
He
pathetic it
worships
is
Adolf Hitler.
that you were essentially working for Israel up until a couple months ago and
Really?
promoting
When was I
things
working for Israel?
like genocide and not pushing back.
When was I working for Israel?
If it's pathetic to make films behind the scenes of one of the greatest living artists, probably the greatest living artist,
Well, he certainly was.
To point the finger at
he
you and
certainly
say
was
it's pathetic as well.
he was a great artist. Unfortunately, he's become a rampant anti-Semite who adores Adolf Hitler, embraces Nazism, uses swastika slogans.
I'm pretty sure he says he loves
to
everyone.
sell his
I'm not
merchandise,
going to speak
and
for
has
him,
a new
but
record out called Heil Hitler. So forgive me if I don't currently
the
see
song is
him
not. I mean,
as one of the
everything you're
world's
saying
great
in this question
artists.
is incorrect.
Yeah, no, I don't see
everything
him.
you're saying in this question is incorrect.
Sorry.
The song isn't out. The song isn't out for one, and two. He says he loves everyone. He says he loves Jews. He says he loves Hitler. He says he loves everybody. But
so when he says, let me ask you, given you're the one sitting there, he said Jews were better as slaves. You have to put your Jews in their place and make them into your slaves. You then said make your Jews work for you, but watch them as close as you can. Whip the Jews. You comfortable with that, Sneako?
I think I find it funny. That's not something that I would do personally. I don't whip anybody.
You think it's funny, do you? Whipping Jews?
Slavery.
Using Jews as slaves? You think that's funny?
I think the context of that is funny, yeah.
What's the humour?
To remove any sense of humor
I'm missing
from
the
that
humour.
is
What's the
ridiculous.
humour?
I mean, do you want me to break down a joke for you?
You think it's a joke, do you, about whipping Jews?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a joke because I've been here for a couple weeks and he hasn't whipped any Jews.
Really? So because he hasn't actually whipped any yet,
yeah,
that's a joke.
He really has.
Yeah.
Yo, I really hate Sneako. Like, seriously, like I don't really listen. I don't really like watch his like content like that. But just like by this whole interview alone, it's just like I don't like Sneako. I don't like seriously. Like he sees this whole like interview between like Piers Morgan like as like a joke. Like and like the way that like Kanye or Ye made a comment about whipping like Jewish people alone as their own race, like it's also a joke. It's also funny, but like he said, Kanye West hasn't done it yet. So until he does, it's a joke.
has. But Piers, before I leave, I don't want to speak on his behalf. If you're agreeing
What
that
choice
he's
do we
the
have? You
greatest living
set this
artist
thing.
right now,
You set this farce up. He's dicked us around. You're the one left, so you're going to have to be accountable for him. Unless you want to walk away too.
accountable? What do you want to hold me accountable?
If you don't want to answer questions either, you are free to stand up and walk away like a little sniveling.
Well, you can ask questions.
Too.
If you have questions for me, then I'll feel free to answer those.
Here's my question for you. Why is your mate Ye?
Is this whole thing going to be interrupting, or is this whole thing just going to be interrupting? Or do you want me to speak at all?
You're sounding like Andrew Tate Light, like his annoying little younger brother we never knew about. Okay, doesn't work with me. Okay, you set this thing up. It's obviously some kind of elaborate prank.
Okay, your team asked me to do this. If you want to be Netanyahu Light on TV,
but given you want to,
given you want to be Dave Portnoy with the suit,
that's fine.
Then sure. If you want to do ad hominem attacks, then why invite someone on your show? I set this up because your team asked me to do it. I did everything that I could. If I knew that this would, I'm not here wasting your time. You're angry at me for setting up an interview that you wanted. If you have questions for me, I'm happy to answer those.
Here's my question:
there's no point in me being here.
Why did Ye stand up like a sniveling little coward and walk away before I could ask him difficult questions?
For the third time, Piers, I don't know if you have a hearing problem, but I'm not going to answer questions on another man's behalf. But
really,
thank you for
even though
having
you
me.
set up the interview with him
another time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, tell him from me, he's a sniveling little coward, and he's an anti-Semite and a Hitler worshipper. That's what I would have asked him if he'd had the balls to sit there and take the questions. And there you are, proudly associating yourself with him. Good luck to you, Sneako. Everyone can see you for what you are.
All right. So I think basically Piers Morgan had like some bad energy toward that interview, and then like he just like had to like get all that out of his system. But I was with like the only thing that I was with like Sneako on is that like Kanye West is his own person. So if you had questions that you wanted to ask him, then he would have to be present like in that case. But he was not. Like Sneako was the only person that was there, and there was no questions that related to Sneako. Like it was all about Kanye West. So until like Kanye West wants to like stop like walking off and like have a simple like professional like conversation, then he'll do that. But during that moment, that wasn't the case. So this was Coward Kanye West / Ye walks out on Piers Morgan interview with Sneako. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, share to all social media platforms. Also, don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. And stay tuned for the next reaction.